When a man known for viral strength prank videos starts frequenting a regular gym, no one imagines his superhuman strength is real. After a mysterious accident, Detective Leonardo Ventura discovers that Anatoly is the product of a secret military experiment and that others like him are loose, hunting him down. An investigation that begins as curiosity transforms into a race for survival, where the line between human and weapon becomes dangerously thin. Opening: Fitness Point Gym, 6 a.m., normal training routine. Anatoly enters wearing simple clothes, ordinary appearance. Some recognize him from viral videos and laugh, taking selfies. Marcin, a trainer with 20 years of experience, watches Anatoly on the leg press. Key moment. Marcin notices the machine is set to maximum weight, 500 kilograms. Anatoly does 20 reps as a warm-up. Marcin checks the machine afterward. The iron plates are marked wrong. The real weight? Over 800 kilograms. Atmosphere? Initial suspicion. Something doesn't add up. Triggering event. Personal trainer Rodrigo Almeida is found unconscious next to the bench press. There are no signs of assault, but the barbell is permanently bent into a U shape. Leonardo Ventura, a private detective specializing in unusual cases, is hired by the gym management. He interviews staff and members, but everyone has contradictory versions. Important clue: a female member mentions that Rodrigo was obsessed with proving Anatoly was fake. He supposedly confronted Anatoly the night before. Atmosphere? Tense interrogations. Leonardo senses people are afraid to talk. Leonardo requests access to security cameras. The footage shows Anatoly lifting 300 kilograms on the bench press with absurd ease. But at the critical moment, the recording freezes, distorts, and skips 47 seconds. When it returns, the bar is bent and Rodrigo is on the floor. Technical discovery? The IT technician reveals that someone remotely deleted the original file. The cloud backup? Also corrupted. Rising tension? Leonardo realizes he's not dealing with a simple case of steroids. Investigating the men's locker room, Leonardo finds locker 17, officially empty according to the system, but regularly used. Contents found? Surgical mask, like those worn in Anatoly's videos, magnetic key card with no visual identification, training gloves with Kevlar reinforcement, handwritten note, level 4 completed. Next phase? Containment. Plot twist? The card grants access to an equipment room that officially doesn't exist on the gym's floor plan. A college student, Felipe, nervously approaches Leonardo. He says that 3 nights ago, he saw Anatoly entering the closed gym at 3:17 a.m. Disturbing account? Felipe described hearing sounds of metal being crushed, heavy breathing, and something that sounded like contained roars. He was so frightened he ran away. Disappearance. The day after giving his statement, Felipe doesn't answer calls. His mother says he left home at 3 a.m. and didn't return. Police find only his broken phone near the gym. Escalation. Leonardo realizes he's being watched. Leonardo decides to conduct night surveillance. Positioned in a nearby building with night vision equipment, he waits. 3:17 a.m. Anatoly emerges from the shadows. No disguises. Musculature visibly larger than in the videos. He uses the key card to enter. Impactful scene. Through the windows, Leonardo sees Anatoly lifting industrial equipment with one hand, 200-kilogram dumbbells as if they were water bottles. He's not faking, he's genuinely superhuman. Crucial detail. Anatoly trains with precise movements, as if in combat. It's not recreation, it's preparation. Leonardo decides to enter the gym. Using lock-picking tools, he accesses the secret room. When he approaches Anatoly, an invisible force, like a pressure wave, hurls him against the wall. Mysterious appearance. A hooded figure emerges in the upper shadows of the gym, observing. Upon noticing Leonardo, it disappears through an emergency exit not shown on any maps. Verbal confrontation. Anatoly, without looking at Leonardo, "You shouldn't be here. Now they know that you know." Leonardo, "Who are they?" Anatoly, "The people who created me." Leonardo investigates the clues left by the hooded figure, fragments of military fabric, footprints with tactical boot patterns. Deep research. Leaked documents on deep web forums mention Project Genesis Muscle, a clandestine military program from 2018 to 2022 that supposedly created 5 super soldiers through genetic modification, bioengineering, and extreme conditioning. The 5 subjects. Subject A, Anatoly, extreme strength and endurance. Subject X, superhuman speed and agility. Subject D, accelerated regeneration. Subject M, pain resistance and neural control. Subject Omega, unknown capabilities. Shocking revelation. According to documents, only Subject A, Anatoly, escaped. The other 4 supposedly died in containment accidents, but Leonardo finds recent hospital records compatible with the other subjects. Iron Temple Gym, east side of the city, a commercial leg press machine is completely destroyed during closing hours. Cameras show only a shadow moving at impossible speed. Witness, the night security guard describes, "It was like the guy from the videos, but taller, leaner, and with a burn scar on his neck. He looked at me and I passed out. I can't explain it." Message left, on the wall, written in blood. Non-human DNA according to forensics. A4, level 5 activated. Leonardo connects the dots. Subject X is alive and hunting Anatoly. Leonardo tracks Anatoly to an abandoned industrial warehouse on the outskirts. He arrives moments before the confrontation. Subject X appears. Tall, burn scars on face and neck, predatory movements. Voice distorted by vocal damage. Tense dialogue. X, 3 years running, A4. You knew they'd send us. Anatoly, I didn't want to be a weapon. X, and I didn't want to be discarded when I failed the mission. Epic fight. Exchange of blows that destroy concrete columns. Anatoly uses brute force. Subject X uses lethal speed. Iron bars fly like spears. The floor cracks under the impact. Leonardo records everything on his phone, hidden behind containers. During the battle, between blows, Anatoly shouts the truth. Project Genesis, created to produce soldiers for absolute denial missions, operations where governments need superhuman capability without leaving traces. The program. 5 orphans were collected at age 16, subjected to experimental gene therapy with modified DNA, extreme neurological training, and psychological conditioning to obey orders. Anatoly's escape. He recovered memories of his own childhood during a mission, refused to eliminate a civilian target, fled before permanent deactivation. The other subjects were promised freedom if they recaptured Anatoly. X, you stole our only chance to get out. Final revelation. Level 5 isn't training, it's the order for definitive elimination. All subjects must be erased after capturing Anatoly. Subject X is winning. Anatoly is bleeding, exhausted. Climactic moment. Anatoly sees a 500-kilogram industrial dumbbell used for pressing. With his last breath, he lifts the gigantic object and hurls it at X, hitting him squarely. Subject X is trapped under the weight, body broken. X's last words, "You're next." Level 5 has already begun. They'll send D and M, and then Omega dies. Anatoly falls to his knees, severely injured but alive. Sirens approach. Leonardo helps Anatoly to his feet. When police raid the warehouse minutes later, Subject X's body has disappeared. Only pools of a dark liquid that isn't human blood. No physical evidence of the fight. The warehouse is mysteriously clean. Final dialogue. This isn't over, is it? Anatoly, no. They're coming after me and you now. You've seen too much. Leonardo, so what do we do? Anatoly, survive. Return to normalcy. Fitness Point Gym reopens normally. No one talks about the events anymore. Rodrigo, the personal trainer, was released from the hospital with no memory of what happened. Final scene. Leonardo opens locker number 17. A new note. Genesis has not ended. Subjects D, M, and Omega activated. Targets A4 and Witness. Good luck, detective. The camera closes on Leonardo's face, determined but apprehensive. Fade out with the sound of heavy breathing echoing in the empty locker room. Humanity versus weapon. How far can someone modified maintain their essence? Truth and conspiracy. The cost of discovering secrets that should remain buried. Survival. How ordinary people face the impossible. Freedom versus control. Anatoly's fight for self-determination.